All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Last day of the season, Chair Chat. And guess who I've got on the chair with me besides my faithful Chair Chat buddy, Lawrence? Joanne, General Manager of the Mountain. Joanne.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks.
Is this the final chair chat, or are you guys going to have a couple more?
Well, you never know. It's just whatever happens, happens. This could be the final chair chat of the season. It very well could be.
But it is the first chair on the last day of the season.
Right. So Joanne, tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been general manager up here for how long now?
Since May.
Since May?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I think we've had a hell of a season. It's been great.
It's been a season. It feels good. It feels good to have it under our belts.
Yeah.
And to be able to celebrate. I'm gonna turn this down. Hang on.
Yeah.
We have a lot to celebrate, and definitely learned a lot from this season as well. So, yeah. I think we're all feeling a sense of pride.
I think
and
so.
Accomplishment.
We've had the whole COVID thing, and man, that's been a challenge, hasn't it?
Well, COVID has been a challenge, and it's so nice. Like since the restrictions were lifted, just seeing just the mood in people and the ease in dealing with people. You're no longer approaching people to ask them to remove their masks, so people aren't on guard when you approach them now. Instead, you were seeing people with smiles and getting to see what people actually look like.
I've noticed the change in the atmosphere, not just up here, but all over. So you're right.
Yeah.
So you're right. And who's your little doggy?
This is little Zola. Well, she's Chris's companion, but Chris is off mountain teaching. He was teaching an avalanche course in Fernie.
Oh, wow.
So I've had her for the last week and a half, but he'll be back today.
Okay.
And so Zoa's also, she's going to be taking a run with us today.
Awesome. And what kind of dog is she?
She is a border collie mix, best we can tell. We got her at 5 months. She was from a rescue organization called Heart and Soul of Abbotsford. And somebody, for some reason, lost this puppy in Manitoba. She was found as a stray on the streets.
No way. Well, what a nice story that is. Zola, look, it's you.
We lucked out. She is the best dog, best temperament, a good work dog.
Right.
And she's got the best dog life.
Does she have a little Swiss Shepherd in her?
We think so.
I think so too. Yeah.
We thought when she was still a puppy that she could be Swiss with the ear markings and everything else.
Right.
But she doesn't have the size of a Swiss Shepherd. She's about 20 pounds underweight.
Yeah. She's a nice small little dog.
She
Perfect.
is.
Perfect for the chairlift.
Oh, perfect. And snowmobile. She'll just hop on and off a snowmobile.
Right.
Paddleboard.
Right.
You name it. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So last day of the season, look at the snow we got coming. Lawrence, how much did we get overnight? You're the keeper of the snow record. 5 or 6 new?
I think we got 7 overnight, but we're expecting 20 to 40 throughout the day today, and up to 80 tonight. And the whole storm cycle, we're probably going to finish with the temperatures are hovering around 0, so that's the scary part. But if they stay below 0, we can get up to 135 centimeters by the end of the storm cycle over the next 2 days.
Good Lord. That's like as tall as me, pretty much.
Oh boy, I get to start the snowblower again.
Lawrence, that'll keep you busy for a day or two. But you know what, Joanne? I've been coming here since I was a kid, since I was 8 years old, back in when you first opened, actually. And so many years I've seen this. End of the season, it just starts dumping, right? And it's like, oh man, look at all the good snow. We can't go play on it. So
it's every year's a new challenge. I was looking back at my old pictures, and 6 years ago to the day, April 3rd in 2016 was the last day of the season. It was Bluebird. We were in long sleeve t-shirts, and it was my first year here at Sasquatch, and I had spent the whole year patrolling that year. So it was the end of my first year as a ski patroller, and 6 years later, it's the last day of operations as my first season as a GM.
Wow, well, that's kind of cool. That's super cool.
April 3rd, it must be a lucky day.
Must be a lucky day. So where did you come from? Were you up at Sun Peak, somebody said?
Silver Star.
Silver Star.
I'm originally from Quebec.
Okay.
So grew up skiing in Alberta as well. Went through the whole race circuit, all that. Moved to BC over 15 years ago. Spent a lot of time at Sun Peaks. In Kamloops, mountain biking, skiing in the winter.
Nice.
Moved to Silver Star and worked there for a few years. And that's where I met Chris, and that's how I landed here. Because he had been here for a number of years. He's been here for over 13 years. He worked with Lawrence back in the day. I think Lawrence was his boss. when he first started.
That's right.
Started
Yeah.
as a volunteer.
Yeah.
He was a
All
super
good, right?
hard-working volunteer.
Yeah. And now he's the avalanche forecaster and patrol director, and the reason why I'm here.
Nice.
Well, other than this is an amazing mountain, and
It is a
as
nice.
soon as I came here, right away I warmed up to it. And,
It's a
yeah.
little hidden gem. It always
is.
has been.
Absolutely.
Not quite so hidden anymore. We've had a few big
Yeah.
change announcements recently
Yeah,
on the
we've
news.
hit the
so
news.
We hit the big time news. So
Yeah, and with that, I mean, I know we've been working on the master plan. The master plan was initially introduced and accepted in 2016.
Yeah.
The past few years have been spent really developing the master plan, putting in place a lot of plans just to be able to move forward, working with the FBRD, engineers, surveyors, all that. And then this week, the FBRD approved the official community plan for Hemlock Valley,
Awesome.
which also allows us to move forward with the master plan.
Right.
So,
because before that, you kind of had to be in hold mode, right?
Yeah,
So,
and we're always going to have to continue going through the permitting process and working with the FBRD as we go through the master plan. And the master plan has a few phases so that it gets executed properly and in a timely manner and according to the doing everything right. So there's still a lot of work ahead of us, but we do start breaking ground this summer with the first part, which is the aerial park.
Right.
We're going to do some disc golf, so we're going to introduce a 9-basket disc golf, and the goal is to have a second disc golf course in 2 years from now, going from the top of Yeti Cruiser all the way down, and it'll be an 18-basket tournament level course.
Wow.
And that'll be opening up the same summer that we open up the mountain coaster. So we do have the permit or the contract signed on the mountain coaster. So we'll be starting build on that next summer with opening in 2024.
Right.
So 2022 has us doing the aerial park and opening the aerial park, and then summer of 23 has us starting work on the mountain coaster and the disc golf course for opening the following year of 2024.
Awesome.
So there's definitely progress being made, and there's a clear action plan now that we have the OCP, we have the master plan, and we have all these projects ready to go.
Sounds like you got your ducks in a row.
Well, they're getting there.
Yeah. No. Good work. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, and it's for me. I've spent most of my winter just managing the day in, day out of the resort. A lot of this behind the scenes. It's been working with Milo out of the Bearzan Hospitality Group, who was around a lot for the last 2 years. He's really been instrumental in all of the development plans and working on that while we have fun here on the mountain and enjoy the snow. So
Good job, Milo.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping on.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting close to the top here, as everybody can see.
Yeah.
It's April 3rd, and it's snowing like midwinter. It's just coming down, and we're gonna get a dump of snow up here. So I got to put this on YouTube right away.
Awesome.
So if anybody sees it and doesn't think it's snowing up here, come on up.
And thanks for having me. I know we talked about it earlier in the season, but it's great to end the season having this chat.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed watching you and Lawrence and
Yeah.
your buddies. So it's great to be
Right
part of
on.
it. And thanks for always being an advocate for this resort. It's awesome.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
see you in the snow zone.
Okay. All right.
Love you, baby.
Okay. There's the top of the hill. Okay. Adios, peeps.